a sugar crash. I still remember clocking in that night. The fluorescent lights buzzing overhead like they were mocking me for signing up for a night shift in the first place. It was my first evening shift at Long John Silver's, and I had no idea what I was stepping into. I'd only trained during the day when the place felt slow, predictable, and honestly a little boring. Nights were different. I learned that fast. The moment the manager handed me the headset for drive-thru, he gave me this look like, "Good luck, kid." I thought he was joking. Turns out he wasn't. We weren't even 10 minutes into the shift before a line of cars wrapped around the building like they were giving away free treasure chests. I tried to keep my voice steady as I greeted the first customer.
Welcome to Long John Silver's.
What can I get for you tonight? The answer?
Stabil. Ich bekomme bitte einmal ein Doppelpack-Menü.
A 5-minute order that sounded like someone was listening to their last will and testament. It was like listening to Big Smoke.
I'll have 2 number 9s, a number 9 large, a number 6 with extra dip.
By the end of it, I wasn't sure if I had taken an order or just survived a test of endurance. Inside the kitchen was chaos.
What the hell?
Disguised as routine. Fryers popping, timers beeping, baskets dropping, everything was happening at once. I got assigned to the fry station, which in hindsight feels like they just wanted to see whether I'd sink or swim. Literally everything goes in the fryer. Fish, chicken, fries, hush puppies. If it isn't nailed down, it probably gets stunk in hot oil at some point. By halfway through the rush, I smelled like a walking onion ring. My arms were coated in the mist of fryer grease, and the floor had turned into whatever felt like a slip and slide. I wasn't sure if I was working in a restaurant or starring in some kind of deep fried survival game.
You call me love.
But somewhere in the middle of the chaos, something changed. I started to find my rhythm. Orders came in, and I caught myself dropping baskets without thinking, spinning around coworkers like I'd done it for months. When the ticket printed for a bigger order, 10 fish, 8 chicken, family sides, I didn't even panic, I just nodded. Pulled whatever I needed and handed it. The tiny moment of confidence felt huge. By the time the rush finally died down, the store got quiet in that specific way restaurants only do at night. Just humming equipment, clinking metal, a lingering smell of seafood and fryer oil. I wiped down the counters, my shift stiff with grease, my feet sore like I'd run a marathon backwards. When we finally locked the doors and turned off the lights, I walked out into the cool night air and took the deepest breath I'd taken all night. It hit me then. I survived. No better. I actually did pretty alright. Exhausted, smelling like fish, half dead from the fryers, but proud. And even though I went home drenched in fryer oil, I also went home feeling like I'd earned my spot, revving up those fryers.
Rev up those fryers.
My shift at Popeyes had been quiet, too quiet. Kind of quiet that makes you think the universe is taking a deep breath or doing something wildly disrespectful. I was working the front counter, refilling sauces, pretending I didn't hear the fryer screaming in the back. When the front door opened, it rattled so hard, the "Be Right Back" sign was swinging. In walked this guy, hoodie up, sunglasses on. At 9:47 p.m., indoors, I should have known right then that night was about to go south. He marched straight to the counter like he was late for a villain meeting. "I want a 2-piece combo," he growled. "Dark meat." You could tell this guy was... "No problem," I said, trying to sound calm even though he gave off the energy of someone who argues with the drive-thru menu. I ranged it up, bagged it up, and handed it over. Easy, smooth, done. Then he asked the question, "You got honey?" I froze. My soul left my body because earlier that night, we had run out. Apparently, someone had taken all the honey packets for a family reunion, or maybe some underground black market. I don't know. The point is, we were completely dry. I said, "We were actually out tonight." "No honey," he repeated.
What y'all doing, son?
"No honey," I confirmed. And that was it. That was a moment this guy snapped like a brittle biscuit. He slammed the bag down, sending the biscuit rolling across the counter like a tiny carb meteor. He yelled something I'm pretty sure was in English. Before I could react, he reached into his hoodie. My heart dropped. Time slowed down. I thought, this is it. I'm going out because of honey packet. He pointed something at me, a black shape, solid, intimidating. intimidating. Give me the registered cash, he shouted. Now. I panicked so hard, I forgot the drawer code. My hands were shaking like maracas at a festival. When I finally opened the drawer, he didn't take the cash. He instead ordered a 2-piece combo. He snatched it with both his hands like it was a holy grail. Shoved that biscuit back inside the bag and yelled, "And that's for not having my honey," before swinging at me with his free fist. I stumbled back, didn't fall, but definitely lost some dignity. Then he bolted out the door. The manager came up running breathless. What did he have, a gun, a knife? We replayed the security footage to give the police, and there it was. The big reveal. He robbed me with a super soaker. Not even a realistic one. One that was black, and it just said ages 6 and up on the side. Stole a 2-piece combo, punched me in the mouth, and caused the whole police response with a water gun. The officers who reviewed the footage tried not to laugh at me. One laughed straight at my face. The manager had offered me a free meal on the day off for the trauma. I took it. Later that night, I told my friends and family the story. They didn't even ask if I was okay. They all laughed. What a joke.
I should have known something was off the second I walked into Taco Bell that night. The place was almost too quiet, no late night crowd, no teenagers arguing over who stole whose Baja Blast.
Yeah, did you drink my Mountain Dew? Did you drink my Mountain Dew?
Not even the familiar symphony of sizzling beef. But I was hungry, and hunger makes you ignore red flags. I ordered my usual, a crunch wrap, 2 soft tacos, and a Baja Blast that probably had more sugar than my entire week combined. Honestly, it tasted amazing. Suspiciously amazing. But I didn't question it. I took my bag, headed home, devoured everything like I hadn't eaten in days. About an hour later, it hit. Not a stomachache. No, this was something primal. A rolling storm inside my gut. I doubled over like an extra in a dramatic medical drama. Sweet nausea, the kind of pain that makes you reevaluate every bad decision you've ever made. I tried to tough it out, but after 5 minutes I realized Taco Bell was about to end me. Next thing I knew, I was in the ER, clutching my stomach and breathing like I was preparing to give birth to a Crunchwrap Supreme. The receptionist didn't even look surprised, like she'd seen this exact situation 3 times already that night. They rushed me into a room, hooked me up to an IV, and ran tests. I just laid there, staring at the ceiling tiles, wondering how I was going to explain to my family that I was hospitalized because of a $12 combo meal. After an hour, the doctor came in holding a clipboard. He looked confused, then concerned, then amused. "Oh," he said, flipping the page. "We didn't find anything wrong with your stomach." I blinked, but I was... "Oh, you definitely felt like you were," he said. "But here's the twist." He handed me the paper. I stared at it. I wasn't having a medical reaction. I was having an anxiety attack, triggered not by Taco Bell food poisoning, but by Taco Bell's new ultra caffeinated Baja Blast energy formula. They had started testing it in selected stores. I had basically chugged the equivalent of 3 energy drinks and a small lightning bolt. So I said slowly, "I wasn't." He shook his head. "No, but you were extremely energized."
Get the rush out of life.
The doctor smirked and said, "Funny enough, you're not the first one tonight." So no, Taco Bell didn't poison me. Taco Bell didn't ruin my inside. Taco Bell didn't destroy my digestive system. Taco Bell just gave me so much caffeine, I thought I was meeting my ancestors.